They both starred in two of the biggest shows on Netflix, Lily Collins and, of course, Emily in Paris, while Álvaro Morte played the professor in the crime drama The Money Heist, the Casa de Papel.
Casa de Papel, yeah.
Oh,
very good.
Love the way you say that. But now...
I prefer the way he says it.
It's really good. But now you can see Lily and Álvaro on stage together making their West End debut in Barcelona, and they're here now to talk to us about it. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
So you've started already. Give us a bit of a rundown. Don't give all the games away, though, because there's lots of, like, little story twists, isn't there?
Yeah. A young woman goes to Barcelona on a bachelorette weekend and meets a Spanish man at a bar, and they go home together.
Yeah, it's kind of the while that they spend together in his apartment, and how do they get to discover things from each other and also about their own selves.
Yeah.
Backstory, yeah.
It takes you on a wild ride, things you're not expecting, and even things that we're still not expecting that we're finding every night on stage.
Yeah. Because I guess it depends how the audience reacts as well. As you drop the storyline bombs, I guess it kind of depends how they react too.
Oh,
yeah. I would say that the audience is also part of the play in terms of it gives you the rhythm, it gives you the pace. You know, it's like a third party when we're playing.
Completely.
And it's very nice to feel very connected. And actually in the Duke of York's, which is the place, the theatre where we're doing this, you know, there's a quote in one of the toilets, actually, which is saying that...
They have great quotes in the toilet.
Yeah, that epic and intimate are equally at home in the Duke of York, which is very nice, because I completely feel that, you know, that intimate thing with the audience. We are very connected. It's very nice, that feeling.
Yeah. You have a relationship with that theatre, don't you? You love that theatre. What is it you saw Ian McKellen?
Yeah, well, I've told this story before, but... yeah, I was with my wife watching, you know, Ian McKellen's King Lear.
Yeah.
And being in that theatre, I said to my wife, would you imagine sometimes, you know, maybe eventually in the future do some theatre here in London, like some kind of, you know, dream. And actually it's the theatre where we are doing this now, which is some kind of magic, actually.
Wow,
We've had Ian McKellen on the show here, and he just doesn't disappoint. He's so brilliant. And when he came on, he was actually really passionate about talking about making theatre accessible to everybody, and having tickets that were at cheaper prices, same as Brian Cox came as well, and he was talking about it too. And you're doing the same.
We are. Every Monday there's a lottery and you can sign up, and it's £25 for a ticket, and they're incredible seats that open up. And it really is what theatre should be. It should be accessible to all, and we've had an amazing audience every night and every matinee, and it's filled with people from all ages and from everywhere. And I just think that art should be universally able to be enjoyed and viewed. And it only helps us as well. Like we said, the audience is the key to how each performance goes.
You've got your own theatre company in Spain.
Yeah. 300 pistolas, like 300 pistols. Yeah, we created like years ago, and we stopped it because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
And now we are thinking about a new production to develop it as soon as I get back to Spain after this.
So what's it like getting back into theatre for the pair of you? Because this is your West End debut, right?
This is, I mean, I did theatre as a child, so I am coming back to theatre strong. But it's my first real experience, and I started out very nervous and scared, but like, you know, I was told that's a good thing.
It's the ultimate.
It's the ultimate. Because you're joining this institution that I grew up just admiring and wanting to be a part of. And now we just go to the office, and the office is like the stage, you know? And it's just the craziest thing to be a part of. And when you're out there, you're going, wow, there's 640 people here. Like, thank you so much for coming. And it's just amazing. I think I've definitely forever changed from it, and like working together and just living and breathing in the moment. And if something goes differently than expected, like, how do we pick up each other?
No greater
and
buzz.
it's amazing.
And I have to say that Lily is saying like this normal, you know, like this is the first time that I'm doing something that you would never tell is Lily Collins' first time, because she's amazing what she does on the stage. Really, just wanted to point that.
But so Dermot just did White Rabbit.
You did White Rabbit.
Like, can you imagine how terrifying that is?
I'm dying to like, oh my God, that's good for you.
So basically it's a script, you walk out on stage and you've never seen it before, and you open it. And there's no director, no rehearsals. But thank you for mentioning that.
That is
any tips for these guys?
So brave. Oh my God.
Don't you think that's brave?
Yeah.
Absolutely, come on.
What are your tips for warming up? Because is it kind of...
We always dance, actually.
Yeah.
That was something from day one that our director, Lynette, she was like, guys, we just have to, like, shake off anything prior to coming in here, dance. So we always have, like, dance.
It's a way to connect, to have fun, you know.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Everyone on the crew ends up joining.
Well, we sat in our meeting earlier on and we said, Lily's a big Spice Girls fan. And I had to go, full disclosure. I'm aware of this because when the Spice Girls came back and did Wembley, I was sat behind her. So me and with her friend Josh, and me and my wife were sat there, and we know your friend Josh. We hadn't met before, and we ended up watching you two watching the Spice Girls. It was like a Gogglebox version of the Spice Girls.
And I'm literally seeing Josh after this interview.
You were just like every song.
Brilliant.
We knew all the words.
Every single word.
I know.
So
I'm
impressive.
shameless. I know.
It's brilliant. We've got to talk a little bit about Emily in Paris too. Are there any plans to come to London? Because you obviously...
I feel like I'm the one that has become the voice of pitching this because I would love Emily to come to London. I'm like, just take the Eurostar. There's so many amazing monuments and things that she should do here.
Fish and chips.
I mean,
and the
Big Ben, like, you know, Buckingham Palace. Imagine her. I think there's so many opportunities. But as of now, we are, you know, Italy, France.
How was Italy in comparison to France?
Oh, my God. I mean, I had never spent that much time in Rome before. And everyone in Italy was just so kind and welcoming. And it's just so beautiful. The streets are I mean, you touch it and you go like, this is how old, you know. I mean, it was amazing.
And for both of you, to do those shows that have started, not necessarily as like slow burners or sleepers, but to just explode with a platform like Netflix, like you with Emily in Paris, you with The Money Heist. What's it like when suddenly a show kicks into that like next gear and before you know it, you're getting recognised in Brazil or what, you know what I mean?
We were rehearsing for this play. I love this. We were rehearsing for this play for a few weeks at the Bush Theatre, and when we would go for lunch or coffee, I was taking pictures of people with Álvaro because he was getting clocked like upwards of 15 times per day, and I was like, oh, I'll take that photo for you.
Yeah.
And it was amazing because it's like amazing to see the audience of that show. And when you explained to me how it all came to be, it's just kind of an amazing moment for the show.
It's very weird, actually, because you make a show which is supposed to be in a national TV in Spain. Yeah. We had kind of an average success in Spain, kind of something normal, and then Netflix took it and put it in the international portfolio, and suddenly it was a bomb. It was a huge success, you know, like this. And actually nobody prepares you to handle that thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's something like suddenly, you know, the followers, they were growing like 200, 300,000 per week. It was like, what? It's like, I don't even want this. I mean, it's just something that, you know.
Easy now.
Yeah, it's very weird. But I have to say that we receive, when I say we, all people related to Casa de Papel, to Money Heist, we receive a huge love from all around the world, which is so nice, actually.
It's a great show.
Thank you so much for
best of
coming
luck.
on. Barcelona, it's in the Duke of York Theatre to the 11th of Jan. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.